Jake Lewis for the Alfa Romeo, and we were trying to take it in at the bottom because it was too big. It didn't fit the hole. So today I just got everything filled. We took the middle pin out and replaced it. Got it all welded back in today and got it where Bob could look at it, and he's okayed it, and so now it fits where I can finish welding it up and do the rest of the work.
I've had so many people to copy me, which I think is a compliment. They see what I do and how I go about doing it. And what happens with all of that is in restoring the cars, it makes the cars better. That worked out good today. Super. Fantastic. Great, right?
Well, of course, that's Leonardo da Vinci's Creation of Man.
So you're promising me that there isn't some poor Italian church missing its ceiling because it's ended up here in Texas?
I have every Playboy from #1 through about 1985.
That's what I like.
Get down here and kind of hold it in place.
What you see today that we're working on is an 8C Alpha, and there were 23 of these made. Okay, well this has got to get behind that. I think it looks great.
You know, normally, when I think of Texas, I think of wide open spaces. I think of farmhouses and cattle ranches. But I'm not gonna show you any of that today, because right now, we're in East Texas at Gene Ponder's Italian Villa. Now, Gene does have some horses in his barn, but it's all horsepower. So let's go in, check out his house, and let's meet the man. And here we are, Mr. Gene Ponder, the man we came to see. How are you?
Good to have you.
Thank you very much. You mind if we go in and take a look?
Please.
All right, let's go. Well, thank you very much for allowing us to come and take a look at your home. But I gotta say, I didn't expect sort of an Italian villa in East Texas. Tell me a little bit about your home.
Well, we love Italy. We love Italian cars. A couple of years ago, we decided we'd build a really nice place to spend the last days of our life in. And of course, we designed it, as you said, with the Italian theme in mind of an Italian villa.
You have some beautiful sort of artwork on the wall, some sort of alfresco type paintings.
Well, we wanted to think as we were looking around that we wanted to look out through the Italian countryside, and we have that theme painted there over the fireplace.
So we have a little bit of Italy right here in East Texas, which I think is great. Now, I have to admit, when I walked in, the first thing my eyes fell on was the wine cellar. You mind if we go take a peek in there and take a look at it?
Glad to. It's my joy.
Now, what would an Italian villa be without a wine cellar? This is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. We built a house around this, to be quite honest. We wanted a really nice big wine cellar that we can enjoy company and friends over and so forth. It actually holds 13,400 bottles.
13,400 bottles. It's a pretty big party. Now, that ceiling tile is just beautiful. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, of course, that's Leonardo da Vinci's Creation of Man. Being a Catholic, I've always wanted to see the Sistine Chapel. Never had the luxury of making it there yet. So I brought a little bit of the Sistine Chapel here to our home.
So you're promising me that there isn't some poor Italian church missing its ceiling because it's ended up here in Texas?
No, no. Actually, I purchased this on eBay, to be quite honest with you.
All right, well then I guess it's got to be the real thing then. Now I notice in here you've got bottles of wine from all over the world. You got it from Napa, from France, from Germany, from Spain. But I also noticed there's an Italian.
Italy now.
I'm not. There's an Italian bottle of wine, and the way I know it it's got a Ferrari on there. What's the significance of those bottles?
Those are commemorative bottles for special events like the 50th anniversary of the 250 Ferrari, which was actually one of Ferrari's first production run cars. And any kind of special event where Ferrari is a significant mark at the event, they will do a commemorative bottle and so forth like that for collectors.
Well, this is a beautiful collection of wine, but I understand that this is only surpassed by your collection of cars. So can we get out of the house and into the garage?
Love to.
All right, let's go. All right, now what do we call this room?
This is my office at home and the place where I spend a lot of time just when I want to be alone and think through life's everyday problems.
You have an amazing collection of a variety of things in here. Car memorabilia, different models. How long has this taken you to compile all this stuff?
It's actually taken about 30 years. I actually have every road and track from #1 through about 1990. I have every Playboy from #1 through about 1985.
That's what I like.
I understand. And then everything else in here is models of cars that I like. Some of them are real rare. Some of them go back to the 50s. Some of them are current models and so forth like that. A lot of bronzes sitting around. Everything in the room is car related.
So over the last 30 years, you've really put together probably the best toy chest I've ever seen in my entire life. But I understand though, that you have the real size models of these Ferraris and these amazing different race cars in the barn out there.
Yes, I do.
So this has been fun, but let's go have some real fun out in the barn.
All right, let's
go.
do that.
So this is the Holy Grail. This is where all the cars come to be restored.
Yes, this is where we make them like new.
And this is your own full-time garage.
Yes.
And this is Harold, who has the best job in the entire world because not only does you're a full-time mechanic, but you give him plenty of work to do. Plenty of cars to work on. We got 2 working right now.
Plus he loves the cars.
And so what do we have working on right now?
Harold is working on a MGA